Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, the former US President Donald Trump was indicted for the second time, and there are some federal charges on him, brought against him, regarding how he handled those classified documents after he left the office of the presidency. Let me show you what these guys are celebrating, and then let me analyze it. ABC News reports, not documents, that Donald Trump indicted for second time in classified documents investigation. This is from June 8, 2023. Former President Donald Trump has been indicted for a second time, this time on federal charges in relation to his handling of classified information while out of office. Sources familiar confirmed to ABC News. He is set to be arraigned in a federal court in Miami on Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, sources said. And I'm quoting, "We are learning from our sources that there appears to be at least 7 counts here. This ranges from everything from the willful retention of national defense information to conspiracy to a scheme to conceal to false statements and representations." And quote ABC News, Catherine Fowles-Durs reported during a special report on the network. In a statement on social media, Trump wrote that he had been told of the indictment and insisted the case was a hoax. He wrote that he is, and I'm quoting, innocent, and it was a quote-unquote dark day for the US. He has repeatedly denied wrongdoing. Now, I don't know if he committed any federal crime or not. I don't really have too much faith in the justice system of this country, unfortunately, and I'm telling you why. There are many indictments, and not only against other people who are, ready to be not repatriated, extradited, like Assange, like Snowden, and others on charges of, other, how should I put it? Again, whistleblowing, no, doesn't qualify. So, I don't know what happened. I don't know if he is guilty or not. We'll find out. But I will just ask this, how should I put it, common sense question. I have never witnessed any president of the United States of America or former president of the United States of America being hunted down in the manner this guy is. He started all this, or they started all this against him before he even took the office of the President of the United States of America. They started on him. I would just say this. Isn't this strange? I will answer it. It's only one justification that would say, no, this is not strange. And that is, he is evil and corrupt and a bad dude. It's very interesting that he is 70-some year old, and he has never had any problems with the law until now. Doesn't that make you feel a little bit saying that this is strange again? His problems, or he started being indicted and all that, only after he got elected. Isn't that strange again? Doesn't it seem that he turned evil only when he won the elections? Isn't that strange again? Well, I'm just asking some certain questions. Before that, I have never heard of Trump having any problems of this sort. Never. Maybe he had, but these guys started loving him when he won the elections. And he started saying things. Not that he won the elections. Many people won elections. What he said was against a certain kind of current. And the current right now is trying to flood him. That's my assessment on this. Now, by all means, if he did something illegal, he obviously should be punished for that after, court determines that. But why don't we, while we are at it, go back and check on others? All right? So I'm for it, but for justice, all for it. But I don't like selective justice. And I think here is a selective manhunt. This is what I think about it. Because, as I said, as a commoner, as a citizen, as a subject, there's too many strange things that I find. And I just mentioned a few of them. I think this guy, if he right now, he would just, run into the sunset and say, you know what, I'm not going to run for the US presidency. I think a lot of charges and indictments will just dissipate. But that's not also certain, because there are some individuals and organizations who would never let you leave. I'm not talking about exterminating or anything like that. No. But would hunt you until the last day of your life. Because they have a lot of love and tolerance. And when you have a lot of love and tolerance, you can't forget or forgive, even though you're a Judeo-Christian, by definition. So another thing that is strange is that he survived all these attacks on him since he took office. The Russia Gate, all this, I don't even know. He was impeached, I think, 2 times. I mean, really? And they didn't punish him yet. They didn't get him. And they continue to follow him. Well, I just ask, it's weird, it's strange. To me, it seems selective, and they will not let this guy go forever until he dies. Even if right now, as I said, say, okay, I'm going to run into sunset, done, I don't think they will let him go. And besides, while they are at it, I think they will go after his children, grandchildren, and so on. I think it is like the Romans did with Carthage. Burn it, take it stone by stone, let it out, and then dissipate salt on it so nothing grows again. I think Trump dynasty will be like Carthage. I think that's what these guys have in mind, but not like the Romans. It's not their mentality, because it's another mentality that goes to the 7th generation, I think it is. Punish someone to his 7th generation. I don't think Christians are like that. But hey, maybe you will contradict me. I know it's writing somewhere that they will punish until the 7th generation. I can't remember exactly where. Anyway, my friends, and it's not that ideology. It is hatred, and hatred. Maybe Trump, but I don't think he was able. Maybe he should have done some other things while he was in the office, when he was. But I don't think not even then he could have done anything else, because people that were supposed to follow his directives or orders did not listen to him. That's what happened, I think, with his entire presidency. He was barking directions, orders, do this, contact that, do this, blah, 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 and everything was just dissipating and lost. Out of his office, was gone. And he couldn't do anything. Okay, fire you, I put another piece of garbage. The same thing. Why? Because after that piece of behind him, it was others and others and others. It's like you're a general, but nobody follows your orders. You bark orders. They don't arrest you. They don't put you in a cage. They don't exterminate you or eliminate you. Okay, but they don't follow your orders. You can bark, hey colonel, do this. Hey general, do this. Hey blah 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 blah. But they don't do it. But you are in charge. You're the commander-in-chief. I think that's what Trump was. They just isolated him by not doing what he said. And when he fired someone, He appointed someone else, and again, and again, and again. Anyway, my friends, the whole point here is he and his dynasty has to be eradicated, and obviously, while they're at it, he must not be allowed to run for presidency. Not to be allowed to be on the ballot, no. Somehow, through a technicality, he got an open court, or he's got a felony or something, he will not be able to be elected by the population. That is about, I don't know, how many tens of millions support him. Doesn't matter, he's a criminal, or at least they try to find that out. As I said, if this would be just, okay, let's find out the truth, I would be okay with that. But I don't think that's what it is. And besides, he is the most hunted that I don't know, in the history of the United States' presidencies. Maybe if you know someone else, you will not know more than one or two, which is also a record. And you can say again, oh, maybe he's the most evil one. Strange, he turned evil at 68. Until then, he was just fine. Everybody loved Trump, right? Right. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.